Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright, and this is going to be a technique video that will help you to clear victim energy, and also help you to clear oppressive energy that comes through your extended families. So like genetic families, and also families that you marry into, or say you've gotten a divorce but you have kids, so you're still sort of, through the visitation of your kids and all that, you're still kind of energetically a little bit involved in that other side of the family. It's going to help you to clear clear some boundary issues, get less oppressed, kind of take up your own space, not be so crushed. The underlying purpose of all this is for self-care. Self-care, as I said in the email to the participants of this past healing, it's the most powerful way that you can change your life and become happier, is to do regular self-care, and keep growing and deepening your levels of self-care. So all this technique that I'm going to walk you through, that's the point of it. The point is to let go of oppressive forces and nourish yourself with flower healing, just so that you're not only, by doing this one video today, you have more self-care, but that hopefully just by doing this video today, you're more likely to do self-care tomorrow, and you're more likely to do self-care a month from now and 2 months from now, because this triplet set, it specifically looks at how do you have better self-care today, but also in the next 6 months, throughout the next 6 months. This triplet set is in late October 2018. And so just the angels, sort of said, this is what we're doing. We're going to hopefully clear energy so that you can have better self-care throughout the fall and throughout the winter. And for my 1 or 2 clients in Australia, then throughout the spring and summer for you guys, which probably is not as hard to have self-care in spring and summer. But anyway, you can use this video whatever time of year you want. The point is, it helps you to have better self-care during the video, but also hopefully, there's more of a lasting effect, that you're clearing out room for yourself to be more empowered and better with your self-care for a certain time period, not just today and then forget it, never again. So that's the goal. So let's get started. Okay, so this is, of course, very basic. This is grounding. This is you, an image of, potentially you or me, but imagine it how you are right now. So for me, I'm seated, so I'm not going to imagine like this. I'm going to imagine, me seated, with my legs bent. And then, but your aura is all around you, and your grounding ideally should come up to your 3rd chakra. And your 3rd chakra is right here, where your sternum ends and your ribs meet. That's your 3rd chakra. So your grounding should come up that high and be wide all around you, in front and back and everything, and stay wide all the way down to the core of the earth, okay? And flow downward. Go ahead and potentially just red grounding, or orange or yellow if you prefer. Create it so it's flowing downward really strong, nice and wide, nice and high, goes up to your 3rd chakra, where your ribs meet. And just imagine that grounding, and just make a copy out in front of you of just your grounding, and comb through it with your hands, the gold light from your palms and your fingertips, and just comb through that grounding. You're looking for any lumps, any hard pieces of energy, and you want to melt those. As you comb through your grounding, just a copy of your grounding out in front of you, just imagine the hard pieces of energy, which are energy blocks, and just melt them away. Just remind yourself, hey, I can let go. It's okay. I can let go. I can be the flow. Because there's an accidental subconscious part of you that's, gripping and resisting. And that's why you have it there. So you just want to try to relax. Hello, I can relax. There you go. So, nice waterfall all the way down, okay? Now what we did is we cleared victim energy, blocking your self-healing now and also in the next 6 months, throughout the next 6 months. So victim energy, we're not going to get too specific about when it's from or anything. In this case, we're just any victim energy that you have in your space that's, and it could be subconscious. So I definitely recommend this exercise for everybody. But any victim energy blocking you regularly healing yourself, blocking your self-healing. So any victim energy in the way of your self-healing now and throughout the next 6 months of your life. Okay? Because you may self-heal well now, but you have certain energy blocks that will get triggered maybe in a month or 2 months. And you can't know the future perfectly, but you can kind of plan ahead well in this way, where you're proactively clearing energy blocks that would otherwise make your self-healing, too hard within the next 6 months. Okay, so stacking and clearing, super easy. Just put it out in front of you. Dump, piles of energy blocks out in front of you, or rows of them, or boxes of them, whatever you want. But just whatever energy blocks that are healthy and gentle for you to clear, that are blocking your self-care now and in the next 6 months, throughout the next 6 months. So for me, I think I'm going to go with just one giant pile, and have your angels double check these energy blocks, because you don't want to clear too much at once. So we say, angels, can you please double check these energy blocks that I want to clear? This time I did it right. My angels are like, good job, Janet. But if you were too ambitious, your angels will just take a little bit off of the pile. Don't worry about it. Just ask your angels to double check it, and then don't worry. Okay, so then go ahead, any energy blocks that you have in your piles or your boxes or your rows out in front of you, just bring up the red earth energy to soak the energy blocks, and then gold light, and melt away with the gold light any energy cords going into these energy blocks. So those cords, they're just like little lines of light from you or from other people going into these energy blocks. And that's very common. Don't overthink it. Just melt away all the little lines of light going into these energy blocks. And then just move out of resistance. So the idea is that part of you is accidentally resisting and clutching onto these energy blocks, which is why you still have them. So you want to talk to that part of you and be like, hey, it's okay. I can let go. I can be the flow. I don't have to be the glue anymore. It's okay, I'm ready to be flowing. It's all right, it's okay. And then chances are it'll just all clear. If it doesn't clear, just ask your angels to help you. Angels, can you please help me clear this? All right, so we just did that once, although I think that in the Sunday and the Tuesday healing, people are gonna get more present, stronger, more motivated, and so it'll be okay for us to do that a second time. So the more you do this video, you can, do bigger piles or whatever of, again, clearing victim energy blocks that are in the way of you being consistently self-healing. All right. So then we did this cool thing, which is, I think, a little bit new in videos. We addressed the issue where you can be oppressed by beings that are not directly in your space, but they're in the space of your family members, your genetic family members. So say your dad's side of the family, or your mother's side of the family, or your husband's, one of your husband's sides of his family, or your wife, or like I said, if you don't have a partner and you also don't have kids with an ex, then you don't have to worry about, other than your mom and your dad's family. Worry, I don't mean worry, but anyway, just what I have is it's a general term called family group oppression beings. Family group oppression beings. So a family group, your mom's side of the family, your dad's side of the family, those are family groups. And the oppression beings, they're just beings that, sometimes are in multiple family members because, you all grew up in the same house. Sometimes you have the same spirits kind of bringing you down, maybe encouraging negative behaviors, low self-esteem, all sorts of things. So, what we're going to do is just, first we're going to redo our grounding. Now that I've talked about that, we're going to redo our grounding, and then there's a super, super easy way to help to ask your angels to clear some of those beings out of your space, and then we're going to work non-resistance so that then, because you don't have to wait for your whole family to get really evolved and start to meditate and clear their space, you can't fix all your extended family members. You can't do that. And so you can have your angels clear out a little bit of it to help give you some breathing room, and then you just work your non-resistance so that that they have beings in their space, they have their negative behaviors, they don't meditate, but you're going to be so non-resistant that it'll still be good for you. You'll still be okay. All right? So first, let's redo grounding. Nice big yellow grounding this time. Okay? All around you, high up to your third chakra, wide, all the way down to the center of the earth. So again, comb through that. And again, don't be surprised if your grounding feels totally different now that it's at a different color. And just melt away any chunks. Look for any chunks. Sense any chunks of hard energy in your grounding. Just keep combing through that, melting it away. So it's a big yellow waterfall. Okay? And let's go ahead and redo your gold energy aura buffer zones just for extra safety. All right. So family group oppression beings, we're gonna keep it super simple, because energy work still works when it's super simple, and it's more fun that way, and it's quicker. So what you can imagine your family group oppression beings just as like a big cloud, like over a bunch of people. Not like a cloud that's in their space so much, but it's like a cloud way above them. So just imagine like your side of the family, and if you're married or you have an ex that you have kids with, that side, the other side of the family, and just big clouds of beings, above those people, maybe way above them. But there are some family group oppression beings for all these families. And just show those big clouds of beings to your angels, and don't interact with those beings, but just say, angels, can you recycle any of that for me? Any of that you can recycle for me, please do. And then we're going to do something else while your angels do that. But so again, that all you do is you just imagine the family group oppression beings like big clouds above big groups of people. And you don't have to see, just imagine like a big cloud if you want, one big cloud for all the family group oppression beings that are relevant for you at this time. Okay? And then just say, angels, any of that you can recycle for me, please do. Okay. So now your angels maybe are going to be recycling 10% of all those beings, maybe 5% of all those beings, maybe 25% of all those beings. It depends on how far evolved those family members are, and because they have free will and maybe they're still working through some issues, and so whatever. It's not your problem, but some of it will be recycled, which is nice and helpful for you. And the rest of it, though, is even more important, which is your non-resistance to all those family group oppression beings. Because even if you don't talk to your genetic family members, like in my case, I don't talk to any genetic family members at all, which is, I understand it's a somewhat unique situation to me, but it's just a good example for you guys. You don't have to talk to these people for that sort of oppressive energy. If they're running it, it can indirectly kind of push in on your space a little too. So it does that if you resist. So work on your non-resistance, and that's what we're going to do now. It's a perfect time to work on it because your angels are working on recycling some of that. You've just, sort of been imagining it. So your resistance is pretty triggered right now. Okay. But you do have your yellow grounding, nice and flowing yellow grounding. And just to clear resistance to these family group oppression beings, just work above the top of your head and above the top of your aura. Right? So right here and right here. So that's where we're going to be combing through. So just imagine your 7th chakra, which is in the top of your head. Just imagine a big copy and comb through this space right above your 7th chakra. And just remind yourself to relax. Hey, I don't have to resist all those family group oppression beings. That doesn't have to affect me. I can be non-resistant. I can be flowing. I can have my space. All these people, they don't have to evolve at the same rate that I'm evolving at. I can be safe. So just remind yourself that, and just, because part of you, particularly because you're aware now consciously of family group oppression beings, part of you is like, oh, no, I don't want these beings to hurt me. And, that's silly, because resistance is unhealthy. So you would just want to remind that part of you, you be the sort of the big sister or the big brother in a good way to that part of you, and be like, hey, I can be safe. I really can. I can be well. I can be whole. Sometimes you get born into a certain family group to not to be the same as they are. It doesn't, some people might expect you to be the same as your family group, but it's not necessary. Sometimes you incarnate into that family for the opposite reason, to be very different than them, to go beyond what they're choosing to do. So it's okay. Just comb through this space above your head and above the top of your aura, and just say, hey, I can be free. I can relax. I can be non-resistant. I can be free. I can relax. I can be non-resistant. And you can make up your own affirmations as you comb through here if you want, or you can use those. This doesn't matter either way. You're just relaxing that part of you above your head and above the top of your aura with gold light. Maybe some earth energy, some red earth energy right above your head, some purple earth energy right above the top of your aura. And just relax. So I think your angels are probably done with whatever they were able to recycle of those family group oppression beings. So that would technically help some of the people in your extended families. But again, even more important, it helps you because you're acknowledging the reality and you're not resisting it. And so therefore it doesn't have to affect you. You can be free. You can evolve beyond that situation. Okay, so now we're going to just wrap up with some easy flower healing. And a lot of this flower healing is in that video, Flower Healing for Self-Defense and Manifesting. Flower healing for self-defense and manifesting. The only type of flower healing that's not in that video that we're going to do, I'll do first for clarity, and it's flower healing for non-resistance, which we have done in a recent video. So anyway, flower healing, you just make the flowers in your hands or with your mind without moving your hands, or both, or balls of colored healing energy. You make it out of universal healing energy, rainbow colors, gold light, and you don't have to even see what you're making. You just do it with your intention. Okay, so make energy healing flowers for yourself for non-resistance. Okay, whatever energy healing flowers that you need to be in non-resistance. Just imagine them out in front of you and have your angels double check. Angels, can you double check my non-resistance flowers? and then give them to yourself. Your angels just need a couple seconds to do that. They're real fast. So you just gave yourself your non-resistance flowers. Let's do 2 batches of those because that's probably the most important. So again, make more non-resistance flowers for yourself out of whatever universal healing energy colors you need, rainbow colors or gold. And just imagine as many of these non-resistance flowers as you need. Angels, can you double check my flowers? And then go ahead and absorb them. And they'll just go wherever they need to go. Nice. Okay, so we're going to do the others a little fast. So for strengthening your aura, okay, so we're going to make 1 batch of each of these. Energy healing flowers to strengthen your aura so it doesn't tear as easily. Okay, so strengthen your aura, energy healing flowers. Angels, can you double check? And then give them to yourself. Give them to your aura, let them go wherever they need so that you can have a stronger aura. Okay, now you're grounding, same thing. You want a strong, flowing grounding, right? So what healing energy does your grounding need? Go ahead, make energy healing flowers for your grounding, as many as you need. Angels, can you double check my flowers? And then these are flowers for your grounding. Give them to your grounding. Let them go down wherever your grounding needs to be healed and nourished. Okay? Then energy healing flowers for your chakras. All chakras at once. Don't overthink it. Whatever energy healing that your chakras need. Just make flowers for your chakras. Angels, can you double check these flowers? And then go ahead and give them to your chakras. And maybe we'll do a second batch of that since it's for all your chakras. Okay, energy healing flowers for your chakras. As many as you need. Angels, can you double check these flowers for my chakras? And give them to your chakras. And when you do this video, you can make as many batches as you want. It's not like a perfect system. All right, and then final one is neck, shoulders, and arms, because this flow downward from your chakras 4, 5, 6, 7 is really good for manifesting. You want like a real strong energy flow going down your neck and your shoulders and your arms. So sometimes it's nice to just nourish this area even more. So whatever healing energy your neck, shoulders, and arms need, okay? So go ahead and make that energy healing flowers for your neck, shoulders, and arms. And then angels, can you double check these flowers? And give them to your neck, shoulders, and arms. We'll do that again. Neck, shoulders, and arms. Any energy healing flowers that your neck, shoulders, and arms need, make them. And then angels, please double check these flowers. And then go ahead and give them to your neck, shoulders, and arms. Okay, so go ahead, redo your grounding. You can do it any color you want. Okay, red or orange or yellow. Nice and wide all around you, as high as your 3rd chakra and flowing all the way down to the core of the earth. Comb through a copy of your grounding. And don't worry if it feels a little different, just wash anything that's not you, any energy blocks all the way down your grounding. If there's anything kind of funny in your grounding that you don't like, you can have your angels remove it. Say, angels, can you get rid of that? Angels, can you get rid of that? And then just keep combing downward, nice flowing grounding, because you just did a lot of work in this video. And so you want this nice flowing grounding to be releasing not only now, but an hour from now, 2 hours from now. So you want to get a nice strong flow that lasts. And if you do feel like you need to redo your grounding, 6 hours from now, please just take a minute and do it. Okay, so redo your gold energy aura buffer zones for safety. And then just we'll end it as we ended the healing. Just ask your angels for a blessing and a healing. Just with your mind, say, angels, can you please give me a blessing and a healing? And while that's happening, you just breathe. Just relax, just let your angels heal you, stay present. If you stay present, then it's more likely that both your body and your spirit are getting the healing. So maybe touch your fingers, wiggle your toes. You can think about letting go. I can let go. I can have this healing. And you can get a sense of like how much longer your angels are going to be healing you. I think my angels are going to be healing me for the next 15 minutes. I need a lot today. So even if you don't see your angels, you don't feel the healing, it still happens because your angels hear your thoughts. And when you say, angels, please give me healing and a blessing, they do it. So it's okay. It worked. Okay, so I hope that was nice for you guys. I know it was a little long, but of course you can half listen while you do other things. But I'm very interested to hear your feedback. If you want to share any of it in the comments section, that would be nice, and it would help YouTube to take the video more seriously also. And of course, thumbs up also helps YouTube to suggest the video to others as well. Okay, thanks so much for caring about your energy. Thanks to all the participants for jumping in and experiencing the healings. It's an honor to work with so many people from all over the world. Bye.